How good will Jalen Hurts be this upcoming NFL season for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2021? Now, last year, Jalen Hurts got thrusted into the starting quarterback role when Philadelphia decided to bench quarterback Carson Wentz. Now, he completed 52% of his passes. He threw for 1,061 passing yards, had 6 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, while running for 354 rushing yards on 63 rushing attempts, averaging 5.6 yards per carry, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns. I think Jalen Hurts this year is going to have a really good year for Philadelphia. I know there are a lot of people out there who have a lot of question marks about Philadelphia when it comes to Jalen Hurts being a long-term answer there at quarterback. I feel like Philadelphia's team is better this season than what it was last year, because last year you didn't really have any good wide receivers. The offensive line dealt with a lot of injuries. And on top of that, there was a lot of questionable play calling decisions on the behalf of Doug Peterson. So you bring in a new head coach, you got a new staff there. I think Jalen Hurts, with the talent that Philadelphia has this year, he should have a pretty good year. I definitely think that the Eagles should be a really good running team when it comes to being able to run the football, because you got Miles Sanders in the backfield. Miles Sanders, if he's able to stay healthy, I think he's a Pro Bowl caliber halfback. So you look at Miles Sanders in the backfield, you look at Jalen Hurts and what he's able to do running the football. If they're able to scheme this offense properly, this offense could surprise a lot of people, because you saw how the Ravens utilized Lamar Jackson's running ability when he first came into the league a couple of years ago. I believe the Eagles could do the same thing, and I feel like they could have similar success because their offensive line is not bad. Now, the biggest concern about their offensive line is, can they stay healthy? If their offensive line can stay healthy, then this offense could be better than what a lot of you guys expect. A lot of people think Philadelphia has one of the worst offenses in the NFL. I don't find that true. Like, okay, you may not have a lot of talent at the wide receiver position, but the offensive line isn't bad when everybody's healthy. You got Jalen Hurts at quarterback, and you got Miles Sanders at halfback. So for Philadelphia, the talent is definitely there compared to what it was last year talent-wise. This was one of the worst offensive teams in the NFL when it came to talent and also production. Now, Jalen Hurts, okay, he does have to improve his accuracy. He does have to improve his decision-making, but you got to remember that he was thrusted pretty much into the starting role like late in the season. Basically, the Eagles were just throwing a Hail Mary pretty much, so they just threw in Jalen Hurts to see what he could do. When Jalen Hurts was in, this offense got a major boost. This offense was better with Jalen Hurts than what it was with Carson Wentz. I don't think any Eagles fan is going to deny that. I mean, Jalen Hurts find out how to get the ball to Jalen Reagor, which Carson Wentz couldn't figure out how to throw the ball to Jalen Reagor for the whole entire year, pretty much up until that point when Hurts came in. And Jalen Reagor was a first-round pick. You remember, the Eagles drafted Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. So for Jalen Hurts, he was able to get the most out of the weapons that he had available to him on offense. So that gives me a lot of confidence in Jalen Hurts going into this year. Obviously, he's going to be in somewhat of a quarterback battle this offseason. I don't really know how much of a threat Jamie Newman and Joe Flacco are to Jalen Hurts, but I can understand the Philadelphia Eagles wanting to not give anything up to Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts is the kind of guy that he wouldn't want it any other way. Like, he did an interview a couple of days ago that pretty much said that he doesn't have a problem with being in a quarterback competition this offseason. He wouldn't want it any other way, because when it's time to pay the bills, rents, do you have to go out and produce? And I feel like this is going to make Jalen Hurts a better player. Obviously, we know that he works harder than pretty much anybody else. He is a guy who's one of the first people in, last people out. I love Jalen Hurts. I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts. And with the addition of rookie wide receiver Devontae Smith, I think that's also going to boost how good this offense is going to be, because Devontae Smith, if you guys haven't seen my How Good Will the Eagles Offense video be, I said that I feel like Devontae Smith is going to be a future Hall of Famer. I feel like he's going to be the best wide receiver from this past year's wide receiver class. And yes, I do feel like he's going to have a better career than Jamar Chase. And on top of that, this is a guy whose football IQ is off the freaking charts. If you watch Devontae Smith when he was playing for Alabama, he was a player that you didn't look at him and you was like, okay, yeah, this guy is a college wide receiver. No, when you watch Devontae Smith play at Alabama, this was a guy who looked like he was a 10-year NFL veteran. Like, if Devontae Smith ends up being a bust, then I gladly will shave my hair bald. I promise to God, if Devontae Smith is a bust within the next 3 to 4 years and he's not producing like how I feel he should, I will shave all of my hair off. Remember to screen record it, save it, whatever you got to do, and we'll come back to this in 3 to 4 years. And if Devontae Smith isn't one of the best wide receivers in the game, then I will shave all of my hair off, and I will shave these freeform dreads who have took me about 2 to 3 years to grow. So that's how much confidence that I have in Devontae Smith being able to be one of the best in the game and one of the best wide receivers to ever play, because I'm willing to put my hair on the line. So that's how much confidence I have in Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith is going to be that great number one option to throw to for Jalen Hurts, because last year there really wasn't a lot of consistency at the wide receiver position for Philadelphia. Your two best wide receivers were Travis Fulgham and Greg Ward Jr., who was the Houston quarterback a couple of years ago, who was converted to a wide receiver. So you got Dallas Goedert there at tight end. Zach Ertz most likely is either going to be released or traded within the next couple of days or weeks, whenever that happens. But Philadelphia's offense definitely has more talent this season than what it had last year. And I definitely don't believe that this offense is one of the worst offenses in the NFL from a talent standpoint. Remember, this offensive line dealt with a lot of injuries last season. If everybody plays fully healthy, then this should be an offensive line that ends up being one of the better lines in the NFL. And with Jalen Hurts' ability to run the football and with Miles Sanders in the backfield, I feel like Philadelphia is going to have a rushing attack that they haven't had in a while. Because with Carson Wentz, yeah, Carson Wentz was athletic, but he wasn't the kind of runner that Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts is a different kind of runner. I think he has his own style of running from the quarterback position. Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, for example, are elusive runners. They can make you miss in open space, but Jalen Hurts is more of a powerful runner. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position with the way that he sees the running lanes, his running vision, his ball carrier vision, if that's what people call it, is just really good. So for Jalen Hurts, with the added ability to be able to run the football at the high level that he's able to, that adds a different dimension to Philadelphia's offense. Then you're going to have teams playing up, trying to game plan to stop Jalen Hurts' rushing ability, and on top of that, game plan to stop the rushing attack of Philadelphia, and that's going to open up play action opportunities to throw the ball over the top, which we've seen with Baltimore over the last couple of years. On top of that, you have Dallas Goedert, who should be able to take advantage of that, and you have Devontae Smith as well. And hopefully Travis Fulgham or Greg Ward Jr. steps up and ends up being that number 2 or number 3 wide receiver, any one of those guys. So for Jalen Hurts, I have a lot of confidence in him being able to produce a really good season for Philadelphia this year. I don't believe that the Philadelphia Eagles offense is going to be bad. This team may not be all that great, but with the talent they have offensively this season, I think Jalen Hurts has all the tools to put together a really productive 2021 season for Philadelphia.